first light of dawn crept through the window, casting a soft glow over the room as California and Sue lay together, wrapped in each other's arms. They hadn't slept much. Both of them had drifted in and out, lying awake in the stillness, trying to find a way to calm their minds. California had been the steady one throughout this journey, but as the morning drew closer, she felt a raw fear welling up inside her, a fear she hadn't allowed herself to fully feel until now. In the quiet, California's body shook with a barely contained sob, her chest tightening as she tried to hold back the tears. But they came anyway, soft and unbidden, slipping down her cheeks as she clung to Sue. Sue felt the shudder go through her partner's body, and her heart ached as she held California tighter. California was the one who always kept them steady, always met every challenge with strength. But here, in this quiet moment before the day's battle, that strength wavered. I can't lose him, Sue, California whispered, her voice breaking. I can't. I never thought. I never thought I'd feel this way, like he's a part of me. And the thought of him being taken away, she choked back another sob, burying her face in Sue's shoulder. Sue felt the same fear, that hollow ache of what it would mean if they lost him. But seeing California break like this stirred something fierce in her, a resolve she didn't know she was capable of. California needed her to be strong now, just as she'd always been strong for them. She stroked California's hair gently, her voice soft but filled with determination. California, listen to me. No matter what happens today, we're going to get through this. We're going to keep fighting for him. And somehow, he will always be part of our lives. California looked up, her tear-filled eyes meeting Sue's. But what if the judge doesn't see it? What if they think we're not good enough? Sue held her closer, brushing a strand of hair from her face, her voice gentle but resolute. Then we'll find another way. We'll keep showing Macaulay how much we love him, and we'll be here for him, even if it's from a distance. He'll know every day that he has a family that loves him. A tear slipped down Sue's cheek as well, but she smiled through it, pressing her forehead against California's. You've given him something he's never had before, a place to feel safe, a place to belong. That doesn't go away, no matter what a judge says. California's breath slowed, her heart calming as she felt the steady warmth of Sue's embrace. In Sue's eyes, she saw a reflection of her own love and determination, the quiet, unbreakable strength that had carried them this far. You're right, she whispered, her voice steadying as she wiped her tears. We've given him a home, a family. That's something no one can ever take from him. They lay together in the silence, finding comfort in each other's presence, the dawn light growing brighter as it filled the room. No matter what happened today, they would face it together, their love for each other and for Macaulay, their constant guide. And as the day began, they rose with a newfound strength, ready to face whatever lay ahead. They knew the battle would be difficult and the outcome uncertain, but with each other, they could face anything. They stepped into the shower together, the warm water cascading over them, creating a gentle shield from the world outside. California leaned into Sue, her face buried in her shoulder as they held each other close, tears mingling with the water, washing away the weight of their fears, if only for a moment. Sue's arms wrapped tightly around California, offering quiet comfort, her own tears falling silently as they shared this vulnerable moment. They clung to each other, crying and whispering words of reassurance, each holding the other as they found solace in the intimacy of their embrace. After a while, they dried off, a sense of calm settling over them as they began to get dressed. They wanted to look their best today, to show the judge and everyone watching that they were capable, loving, and mature. Sue took her time with California, carefully picking out the perfect outfit, a crisp button-down and a tailored blazer that brought out her partner's natural confidence. California turned to Sue, giving her a small, appreciative smile as she adjusted her own blouse and smoothed down her skirt. You look incredible, she said softly, brushing a loose curl from Sue's cheek. We're going to go in there looking like the team we are. Just then, there was a light knock on the door, and Robin peeked her head in with a warm smile. Breakfast is ready, ladies, she said softly. Macaulay's already downstairs. He's waiting for you. The warmth in Robin's voice filled the room, grounding them. California and Sue shared a quick look, feeling a quiet strength settle over them as they gathered themselves and followed her downstairs. In the kitchen, Macaulay was seated at the table, looking up with a wide smile as they entered. He didn't know every detail about the case, but he knew today was important, and there was a subtle pride in his gaze as he saw them in their best outfits. Sue's hand slipped into California's as they took their seats, a smile brightening her face as she looked at Macaulay. "Good morning, kiddo," she said, her voice light. "We're all set for a big day, aren't we?" He nodded, his eyes filled with a quiet understanding. Robin bustled around the kitchen, setting out plates of pancakes, scrambled eggs, and toast, her face beaming as she watched them settle in. Roy poured coffee for California and Sue, giving each of them a supportive squeeze on the shoulder as they sat down. For a few precious moments, they let themselves forget the court case, the reporters, and all the uncertainties awaiting them outside. This morning, they were just a family, gathered around a breakfast table, laughing and enjoying the warmth of each other's company. Robin asked Macaulay about his plans for the weekend, and he talked animatedly about a school project, his excitement infectious as he described it in detail. California's heart swelled as she looked around the table, taking in the smiles, the shared laughter, the feeling of home. For this moment, it was just them, no pressure, no looming threats, just the love and simple joy of being together. She caught Sue's eye across the table, and they shared a soft smile, a silent understanding passing between them. Whatever happened today, they would hold on to this love, this family they created. No one could take that from them. When breakfast was over, they lingered for a moment longer, soaking in the warmth of the moment before rising to face the day ahead. With a final shared hug, they steeled themselves, carrying the memory of this morning with them as they prepared to face the world together.